Come all you roving cowboys, bow down your souls by land. I'll tell to you a story while you around me stand. I'm going to quit this wild west, these bleak and stormy plains. Where the Indians are, I'll leave you to never return again. I've crossed the Rocky Mountain, I've crossed the Rocky Hill. I've crossed the Rocky Mountains where many a brave man fell. I've seen the distant country, the Indians and the wild. I'll never forget my old home and mother's sweetest smile. There was an old rich merchant who lived a neighbor by. He had a lonely daughter, on her I cast my eyes. She was most tall and handsome, blue eyes and curly hair. There ain't no one in this wide world to her I can compare.
Life's funny, ain't it? I ran a good life. Heck, I ain't done nothing but panhandle since I was 13. It's honest work. And as long as I can remember, that's all I ever really been good at. Being honest, that is. And then, there she was. Her name was Jo. I ain't never been much of a romantic. Heck, the closest I'd ever been to a woman were holding on to my mama's leg when I was 6. But this one, she was special. She let me feel things I ain't never felt, things I only dreamed about. I'm talking about love. So I guess when she told me we was going to rob a bank, well, I weren't too upset. I was scared, sure. Well, I ain't never fired a gun, but I'd do anything for her.
All right, we'll do it.
And she told me that everything would be okay, that she'd do everything and all I'd have to do is hold the bags. Well, and that's what I did. Well, almost. I guess I was soft. My pap always said that real men was hard-boiled, but I swear with all my being that I was soft. But I loved someone and I fought for her. Don't that make me a man all the same? Well, it didn't matter none nohow. Mistakes were made. Life's funny that way. One minute, everything seems just fine, like the world were made of solid gold. And then the next it all comes apart. I reckon I should have fired a gun more often, but it was way too late for that. I never supposed they'd give a lawman such nimble feet. Heck, I almost didn't hear him coming. I was just a hair away from seeing death's grin.
Hold it right there. I'm arresting you for robbing the bank of Flat Bottom.
Well, I reckon sometimes, when everything's nearing its end, some amazing things can happen.
Don't you dare!
Well, I done it. Well, I never would have thought my hands could have moved that fast. Oh, and I done it all for her, for Jo. Oh, I love her. I will always love Jo.
Men just don't get it, do they? Every man out here in the West wants to be a big damn hero and steal away the girl to the mountains to live happily ever after. Childish. Not that I'm complaining. Without men, maybe I'd have to work for a living, like all those other miners and whores in the world. Still, sometimes I wonder who came up with the word love. Men or women?
I don't bear her no hate for it, though. She gave me everything. And for the smallest of moments, I could feel the world. And I knew what it meant to love someone. Life's funny, though, you know? Everything was fine. But in the end, mistakes were made.
Traveling around this countryside, searching for wealth untold. Just a horse and me in a bank robbery with a prostitute named Joe. We're fugitives now, we're on the run, and the sheriff's hot on our trail. Well, I shot him down with a 6-shooter gun, and now God